Hey guys, welcome back to another Jurassic World Mattel toy review. We're back at it with Jurassic World Dominion. As expected, this is basically a very simple, short, straightforward, quick review of a dinosaur figure that we pretty much had in the past, but it's a completely different version, so I might as well go as quick as possible with this one. It's a pretty good one though, considering that it came out previously in Can Cretaceous, and I did promise all the way back when I got the Allosaurus is obviously the Tyrannosaurus Rex in this particular version. As you've seen in the past, I did mention that this was supposed to be my last T-Rex, but I mean, who knows? Maybe it might not be, because I feel like the Hammond Collection T-Rex would have been my last one, or if Mattel ever makes a green Tyrannosaurus Rex, then I would still keep buying more T-Rexes, because you can never have too many. Then again, it's just so many T-Rexes. I especially don't want to buy so many brown ones. Anyway, so this is one of the figures I did want to get in the past, but I never really got the chance to get it. So basically, now that I got a chance to finally take a look at this particular version, I'll go by as quick because it's most of the same figure as the Extreme Chomping T-Rex. Packaging aesthetic is the same as the typical like packaging you would see in Jurassic World Dominion, especially with the Extreme Damage version, which is a much more orange tinted coloration of the prologue background, with Rexy looking really incredible, and the demonstration of the scan code capabilities, and also the button to press the battle damage, which we also demonstrated with the Velociraptor Blue and the Extreme Damage Pursuit Pack. Side to side is the Jurassic World logo here and here, which was shown a little bit in the beginning, and then Jurassic World logo again, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Extreme Chomping, Extreme Damage. Flip it over to the other side, and we get the much more detailed image, or more digital image, of the Tyrannosaurus in action with the button demonstration and all the other good stuff. I did see all of these up there, hadn't really gotten one of them. I really should have gotten either one of these, because, you know, just save money, of course. And plus, this rather looked pretty dang cool, so I saw plenty of them up there, but yeah, I had to get this T-Rex because I just felt like it was necessary. Plus, I plan on using this T-Rex in one of my toy movies in the future, or somewhere in the future, so this is one of the reasons why I got it. So now that we got done out the way with the package, let's go ahead and take this figure out the package. Also, early start had to loosen that up, so I wanted to hurry up and get this out. I'm actually really excited to get this out. And here is the Extreme Damage Tyrannosaurus Rex out of, well, he or she, whatever, her package, his package, doesn't matter what gender this dino is at this point. Don't care if all the dinosaurs are new, blood, or female. This could be literally any T-Rex. I don't know if this is supposed to resemble Rexy, considering that we got so many renditions of the character. So, as far as I'm concerned, it could be any Tyrannosaurus Rex, but of course the brown coloration tries to make it look like Rexy, who knows. But of course, this T-Rex looks really freaking great. It's the same sculpt as the Extreme Chomping T-Rex, as we took a look in the past, so I'm gonna go do a quick little comparison. This is Rexy from the Explorer set with Tim Murphy, so this is like the best T-Rex I can really compare it to, considering that this literally is Rexy. Like, coloration and screen accuracy is still one of the best Extreme Chomping T-Rex toys we ever gotten. Just no questions asked, in my personal opinion. So yeah, just really like this T-Rex toy. And this T-Rex is equally as good as that one, but of course, it's like, not sure what they're trying to go for with this toy, but I will say it's definitely really cool looking. So the moment I first saw it, I definitely wanted to pick it up, but at the same time, like, do I really need another T-Rex though? Well, kind of. It's a really cool toy regardless, so let me go take a closer look at it. So here's a close-up of the head sculpt, and as you can see, it's obviously very reminiscent of a T-Rex in Jurassic Park and or Jurassic World. It's very, very similar, as we all seen in the past. Basically, again, this is the same exact sculpt as the Extreme Chomping T-Rex, though this feels a little different, maybe because of the positioning of the jaw and everything, because it's a, you know, this is a surprise articulation point that doesn't have to be required by an action feature. So that's a really good plus. It's one of the reasons why everybody really liked this toy to begin with, whenever the original one came out. Yeah, this is a pretty nice toy. That's pretty good for a figure that is not hindered by an action feature this time, and the action feature is obviously on the waist area, or on the torso, whatever the heck this is, the waist, where you can see that you press the button up here. Oh, there you go. Now it's obviously like it turns red, like its slash marks turn red, and it goes back to, you know, the skin color as it is. That's the only action feature this dinosaur comes with. As we can go over the only difference, other than just the different articulation and the action feature, oh yeah, and the scan code, which is up here, but I don't know if anybody really cares to get that right now, but there it is. But it's really the paint job I'm looking at it. Now the paint job is very like splotchy, I will say. It's more of a splotchy kind of paint job. It's like you see some blacks, which on camera doesn't look too black, it looks like gray. But you can see some blacks here and here, which look pretty nice on the dyno. But then basically the rest of it, it kind of looks like the Giganotosaurus toy, the way they painted up the figure in terms of like the splotched up details. Like you can see some like very fainted like black splotches around, which don't look too bad. It definitely gives out a little bit more detailing of the figure, but it kind of try to mask the like the lazy kind of paint job they're trying to go for with the toy. And there's no paint on the underside except for here, and it stops midway on the top of the neck somewhere. It's like not much paint detail was added on the bottom. It would have been really cool to see it go all the way down like the previous version, I think, had that. I don't even know the previous version, so I really can't speak out for that one. But again, this is a really nice toy, but of course it's accompanied by a little bit of a lazy paint job, but it's not too bad. Also, the eyes are painted in very nicely, like one here. It looks pretty nice from here. But on the other side, it looks also pretty nice too. But it looks like it's looking in the direction. That would have been really cool if both eyes looked like that, but obviously every single one that I've seen of this particular T-Rex had googly eyes, so I couldn't really find a good one. So the other side, basically the same detail, same paint job and everything. It looks really nice though, despite some of the lack of paint detail on the back and everything and on the legs. But you can still see that they, you know, again, like those very fainted splotches you can see on the legs, or literally on the body and every other location. But it's the exact same toy as the Extreme Chomping T-Rex, just with a different action feature. And articulation joint of the jaw has been fixed to being a much more like posable action feature rather than just, you know, an action feature where you press the button on top of the head. So it is really nice that we have a T-Rex like this, and this is literally the second version. I really do like this one more because it's just more vibrant looking. Although despite the lazy paint as it looks more vibrant. That's what I like about this one compared to the other one. The other one is nice too, but this one, I really like this one, and it could go for any T-Rex. It doesn't have to be like Rexy or any of the T-Rexes from Lost World or even Jurassic Park 3 if they have any brown Rexes. But again, it's like this could be literally any T-Rex, and it could be really nice to play with. Gonna get one more figure to compare it to, and then the video will be over because this is the only one I'm gonna compare it to, and that is, of course, the previously reviewed largest known terrestrial carnivore, the Giganotosaurus. Again, I reviewed this previously. You want more info of how I thought about this figure, you can go and check that video out. And I did say in that previous review that, of course, that this particular dinosaur here, it's like this size up right here is a good match because the Giganotosaurus should have been much bigger, or even like, I mean, just in terms of like any of the bigger T-Rexes, it should have been a lot bigger. But scaling up right next to an Extreme Chomping T-Rex, of course it's gonna look really good right next to it. It actually fits. Like, this actually is not that bad. So to be honest, it's just, I really like the scaling of this, but at the same time, I do wish the Giga was bigger. So it would actually dwarf this creature even further. So yeah, that's basically the comparison of that. Alrighty, so that's gonna be it for this review of the Extreme Damage T-Rex on Jurassic World Dominion. It's a pretty nice figure. In fact, it's a really good figure. It's actually, like, in terms of articulation points, better than the Extreme Chomping T-Rex that we got previously, like, numerous times. But at the same time, this one obviously is going to be a little bit more lacking than the previous version, but I definitely still recommend picking it up if you ever get the chance, though it can be a little annoying because Walmart is a little too freaking high at this point. But overall, it does go to match with the Giganotosaurus toy, and it's really just a nice figure overall, and it could be really fun to use as any other T-Rex other than just Rexy. So heck, if this dang thing gets killed up, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm going to be going back on my break collecting toys for now, and I'll be seeing you guys later.